senior journalist Annika Larsen is joining us now from Parliament. Good morning, Annika, and thank you for your time. We understand that that inquiry now has come to an end. Can you just give us an overriding sense of where it concluded and what's next?
That's right, Dan. They had a closed meeting, the Public Enterprises Portfolio Committee, yesterday, and after that we spoke to the chairperson of that Eskom inquiry, Vukiswa Ranto, who confirmed that its hearings have now ended and they are compiling their report, which will be tabled in the National Assembly. I think it's disappointing that they were not able to hear evidence from the so-called architects, allegedly, of the state capture of state-owned enterprises, the three Gupta brothers, including Duduzane Zuma, the son of the former president, and also Dudu Myeni, who failed to appear before the hearing despite being issued with summons. Now, interestingly, the committee has decided that while summons, the sheriff did go to the Saxonwold home of the Gupta brothers, the security there said that they were no longer in residence. The sheriff was not able to deliver those summons. They also went to the address of Duduzane Zuma, and the security there told him that Duduzane was no longer living there either. They then went to the home on the 4th of April of Dudu Myeni, the former SAA board chair. They issued the summons that was accepted, and Dudu Myeni has not appeared before the committee. She's ignored the summons and not communicated at all, apart from the fact that she said that she was critically ill, and the fact that this was not treated in a sympathetic manner was a violation of her rights, and that her integrity had been eroded as a South African. She did not provide any doctor's certificate, and so the committee has decided that it's referring the matter to the Speaker, Baleka Mbete, possibly for a warrant of arrest to be issued against Dudu Myeni.
Does Mbete have those powers, Annika? Because I'm asking this on the background of the fact that Dudu Myeni was not an MP.
That's right. So I think I don't think there's action that can be taken in terms of the Power and Privileges Act because she's not an MP. But if a summons is issued, and we're going to get a response from the Speaker later this morning, if a summons is issued or a subpoena to appear before an inquiry at Parliament and you don't appear, really a warrant of arrest should be issued. So we're trying to find out from Parliament's legal advisor and the Speaker on how they actually deal with a matter like this, because if they don't, certainly the optics will be that Dudu Myeni is being treated in a manner that is against Parliament's constitution and parliamentary rules, and that she should be accountable. I think what's disappointing is that, as we've seen with the Estina dairy farm arrests, the big wigs, the big so-called architects, have not been accountable before Parliament, and so they'll be able to contest whatever is in that final report.
So what time are we expecting the Speaker to make a decision, or is there going to be a kind of a process where she has to consult several areas of Parliament in the National Assembly before she can pronounce on whether or not she'll be going for such an action?
I think the chairperson will draft that letter to the Speaker today in terms of the protocol that's needed here in Parliament, and I'm negotiating with the Speaker's office for the Speaker to chat to us at some stage this morning, just to find out what in the parliamentary rules is the way forward on an issue like this, looking broadly at the inquiries and how, for instance, the SABC inquiry, how matters like this were dealt with, and there are also several several inquiries coming up to do with state capture, such as Mineral Resources is having its own state capture inquiry, as is Home Affairs dealing with the naturalization of the Guptas. So this is a matter, if people refuse to appear before these inquiries, it's a matter that's going to have to be dealt with, and a protocol and a way of dealing with it is going to have to be set down according to the parliamentary rules. So I think it's important that she tells us how she's actually going to deal with this particular issue of Dudu Myeni.
Okay, we're going to have to wait to hear how that's going to pan out. Thank you very much for the update. eNCA's Annika Larsen in Parliament in Cape Town.